Hello, it's the Everyday Man. Hey, I don't know if you've ever had to do this, but I'll bet you have. I've got a piece of shelving. This is finished shelving. It's particle board. I'm going to cut this to size. And you're probably wondering, how do you cut this so you have a good sharp edge, you don't get any chip out, and you can cut it accurate so it's going to fit correctly? So today I'm going to show you the easiest way by far, if you take your time and do it right, to cut this. Is it going to be perfect? Is it going to be as straight as this edge? No, but it's going to be darn close, and I'm going to show you how close it is when I put this straight edge on it. So we put this straight edge in here, and yeah, you better believe that is a great straight edge. Well, we're going to see how good we can do, okay? So the first thing we want to do is figure out how we're going to cut this. Well, you could hang it off the edge and make your cut right here, right? And it would be fairly good. This piece will fall off, it's very light. However, the next piece is going to be somewhere in the middle. If I hang this much off and I go to cut this, it's going to flop on the ground, and you know what's going to happen. Then it's going to get damaged. So what do? This is the best idea I've ever come up with. This is a piece of solid styrofoam. This is 1.5 inches thick. It's not soft, it's very rigid, you know, but you can, well, you see what I did there. You can dent it, you can cut it, and this product doesn't have the flyaway styrofoam bits that stick to your clothes, and they go all over the floor, and you can never get rid of them, and they're all static electricity, right? That's that white styrofoam. Don't use that. You have to use this one. This particular one I got, I believe, at either, I don't know, Lowe's or Home Depot, one of the two. It looks like it's a light purple color, and but you can find this easy enough. Everybody's got it. Do not buy the foil backed one. That's different. You want this one. There's no foil on it on either side, okay? The reason I use this is you can make a cut right down the middle of your board on top of it. So when we get to that cut, I'm going to show you how to do it. For this particular one, we want to mark just off of these, and I'm going to make the cut. So for that, it's pretty easy. Take some, I use blue masking tape. I know it's more expensive. So we put that on there, get a good solid thing. Let me get a close-up now. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I like to use a black Sharpie. I like it because I tell you all the time, I'm 70 years old now, and it's difficult for me to see like a pencil line that well, especially when I'm blowing through with sawdust and all that. So all I want to do is draw a line that is, it's got to be 90 degrees from this edge, right? Here's a really inexpensive way to do it. This is a larger one. This is a 12-inch long. You can get them 6-inch and 8-inch, but this one here, I have 2 or 3. One is smaller. This one is really nice. It's got the edge on it, right? So you just put that edge on here like that, and it will be a perfectly straight line down here. So all I want to do is be off of this edge here. I don't want to cut right to the edge. So there's no measurement for this. The only thing you want to do is, as you're drawing this line, make sure this doesn't move. There you go. Now that's about as straight as you can get. So you can either flip it over like this and finish the line, or you can take this is a pretty thick steel ruler. I like using this because it's thin and I can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to finish that line. When I'm drawing a line with a straight edge or with that, don't just press down on it here. Put your fingers, your thumb and your finger, on the wood and on on the ruler. See how that's holding it, so it's more difficult for this to move. So I finished the line, easy enough. You want to make sure that your circular saw cuts all the way through this board, but not all the way through this, or else you'll have two pieces. You don't want that. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And before I do, I'll unplug it. Be careful that that blade doesn't hit your material. You'll scratch the heck out of it. So lay it flat on the surface. And there you go. I'm going to line up the mark on the circular saw here and the mark back here. And before you do this cut, I've already done it a long time ago. Take a scrap piece of wood and draw a line on it, and then start cutting to see exactly where on this is your saw edge of the blade, this right here. Where is that cutting? Is it this one? Is it this one? On mine, it's this edge right here. You want to get them lined up this way, right? You want to get them straight. So get them both straight, like that. Turn the saw on, and then concentrate on that line and that mark, and keep it straight as you can. You always want to let it shut off before you move it, because sometimes if you pick it up and twist it, the blade will gouge into your wood. You don't want to do that. So just be patient, let the saw blade come to a stop. You'll be able to see that this wood broke free. So there's the wood. All right. I hope you noticed the movement of my body more than the movement of my arm and my hand. That's what keeps that line straight. The other thing that keeps it straight is getting a good mark of that line. Don't use a pencil that's so light you can barely see it, because once the saw goes and everything's vibrating and the sawdust is hitting it, that you're going to lose sight of that pencil line, and you don't want to stop midway through the cut. You want to make the whole cut at once. That is a nice sharp edge. I'm going to take the straight edge and take a look at it. All right, now that was a freehand cut with the cheapest circular saw money can buy, and that blade is pretty dull. However, I don't think the blade has much to do with it. So let's see how I did. All right, well, that's tight there, and it's tight there, and you can see in the middle, it bellied in on me, right? I went like this. Inside, when I got to the outside, you know, I missed the mark. Figure out how much that is. That's pretty straight like that. I guess I'd call that a pretty good cut. What we can do, if you really want to, is mark it like that. We can use a sander and see what happens. So this is 120 grit. I'm going to see how quickly or not so quickly that removes that edge. Hang it over the edge a little bit there, and make sure you keep your disc, your sander straight up and down. Don't hit it like this or like that. You want to hit it straight up and down, and put some pressure on this. And that took all of about 20 seconds, right? What do you think? I think that's about as close to perfect as the factory edge was. So it knocked off that extra right there. The rest of it, look at that. That's perfect. Now that we got a nice straight edge, we want to cut this to what we need, which is 16 1/8 inch. Okay? So how I'm going to do that is, I'm going to mark the tape, but I don't want to put marks on this with the marker, right? So I'm going to put this off to the side like that. And all I'm doing that for is, I know I want to be around 16 for my mark here. So I'm going to straddle the 16 with my tape. Then I'll bring this over to this side like this. This is just so I get close and know that I'll mark this right. So now I can go on top of it, make my mark. I'm looking for 16 1/8. I'm sorry, 16 1/16. So I'm going to put a dot right on 16 1/16. 16 1/16. Get this out. Line those up. Remember, put your hand on the wood and on the edge of your ruler or whatever you're holding to mark it. Sometimes I use a level, a steel level. Anyway, get it where you need it. Press down with your hand so it's not going to move. These are real easy to slide back and forth. And gently do your mark. And because you're on the tape, it's real easy to see, and you won't have any cleanup. I'm going to double check it because I like to. There you go, 16 1. I say one mark. It's a, it's 1/16. Okay, it's all set to go. Now here's the best part about it. I'm going to sit it right up on here like this. I'm going to cut through it, and both pieces are going to stay right where they are. Nothing's going to fall off the table. I love working on top of this board. It's my favorite thing. Okay, let's get going here. All right, I'm going to double check it, although I guess at this point it's too late. 16 and that's within the thickness of the line. Couldn't ask for better than that. So we got this. Oh, you want? Let's see how straight it is. All right, we got much less of a belly here. I'm not even going to bother. This is a shelf. It's going to have those little brass holders that hold it up on each corner. You're never going to see that. If you like what you saw, hit the like button and subscribe to the videos. You're going to see more things like this, and I know I can help you do things easier, faster, and very economically. With that said, thank you very much for watching. This is the Everyday Man saying I'll see you next time.